Well, it snowed a little, if you can't tell right there in the background. But the thing is, it's been warm here in Utah. Well, it's 32, 33, so it should be melting any second now. But I've got a lot of stuff to do today. My dad's at wrestling. My brother is wrestling. My dad's not a wrestler, just so you know. That would actually be entertaining. But my nephew's wrestle, so he's at a wrestling match. So, and my brother just had a baby, and he's got to take care of the ranch. He manages the Bar J, so he's out of that. But I've got some things to do. First, we got to take care of some heifers. So we got to get them, we got to supplement them a little protein with some alfalfa that we bought for very, very cheap, which is really going to help us out. We weren't going to buy any hay, but this was so cheap that it makes sense to buy this and leave some in the shed, I think. So if we continue to have a dry winter like we're having, it will make sense. So I got to do that, and then I got a really big surprise to show you guys. But first thing we got to do is I'll show you the surprise. Then I'll load a couple bales of hay, go feed heifers. Then we'll just kind of get the chores done for the week. Or for the day, for the week. Yeah, we'll only do chores once a week. So we'll get that done. If you're wondering what this is, I found these online. It's like I can't remember what it's called. The pictures only have women wearing them, so I don't know if they're like a women's thing, but it's easier for me than a wild rag because, I don't know, it's comfy, easy. It's just like a couple buttons. You put it under your shirt, keeps your neck warm. Like I said, it might be a woman's thing, but I just like it. So I might be wearing women's clothing. It's acceptable in the world we live in nowadays. Let me show you the surprise. Look at her. Had a little calf. It was early out of this little heifer. It really had a heck of a time getting going though. But it looks like now it's sucked. We've had to drench it a couple times and it was kind of stressful, but I think we've got it going. It was up bucking around earlier. So hopefully we'll probably get this weighed this afternoon too. And but that's good, huh? Got us our first calf, a little heifer calf out of safe deposit, new bull we bought last year, and nice little thing. So this is what we're gonna feed the heifers. Really poor quality hay. It's got some mold in it and stuff. We're feeding Redmond conditioner, so we'll be fine. Bought these very, very cheap, but it's alfalfa. So we needed to supplement alfalfa, and I told you, remember, you can either feed tubs, cake, alfalfa or something like that feed. And we did the math, and it was cheaper to do this than tubs because it was about the same amount to feed them, and then we're also getting dry matter with this. So we're gonna do this. These were really inexpensive. There's the first calf heifers we got in here. They're gonna calve soon. We weren't expecting them already to calve. So let's get this loaded. I gotta load 7 bales. Their little calf. So we usually don't feed small bells because I'm innately lazy, one reason. The others are usually more expensive, but these were rained on. The hay market's pretty down, and so we bought them. And we paid, like I said, it was a good deal, really good deal for us. Good deal for the guy because we're getting rid of them. He was worried about them. So we're gonna use them just in strategic spots. Like we're feeding the manger, so we fixed the super slicer a couple videos ago. We're not going to use that until we're done feeding these small bells. This is way more work, but I don't know, we've had such a dry winter, it'd be nice to have some leftover hay if we can. If not, then that's fine. But so let's go feed the heifers. And we moved them out of Pam's in the last video. No, I don't think it was in the last video, but we moved them out of Pam's into my brother's piece there. There's good grass, but not enough that we think it'll last very long. So we're just supplementing a little bit here. This is not their full ration, this is supplementation. And on good news, Kubota's clutch went out. What a surprise. There is a cow heifer out. Wonder if it's ours. Looks like it is. Over there. Okay, hopefully those heifers will come back through. Here's all the heifers. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you feed on the back of a pickup by yourself. Okay, I'm just going to find a spot, some dry forage, take her out of gear here, put the clutch in. I'm going to go to 4 low, okay? I roll the window down so that I don't have any issues. Get my knife ready, put her in first gear, 4 low. Let her call. Now I get out. My knife right there. See if I can't. Oh, sorry, that's bad filming. But now I'll just cut the strings. Let a little fall. Okay, that's how it goes. Okay, I got it all fed. Now what you do is just get back in the truck. I always do the window just in case the door locks or something. Okay. I can put her back in 2-wheel drive. That's how you do it. Now everyone say a quick prayer that those heifers will come back in. I really don't want to go chase them by myself. But we'll see. Get a good look at everything here. They're not going to come back in. Let's get a good look here at these heifers. So these are heifers and some bulls that we steered that didn't make it as bulls. Maybe we should go check out the bulls today too. So that's kind of the hay. See, it looks pretty bad when it's stacked, but it's not too bad a hay. Pretty good alfalfa. So some of these are commercial heifers. Some of them will be our registered heifers. So, and then like this thing, got a couple steers in here, a couple real nice heifers, a couple really not great heifers. And that's just what we got. That's what we have. So they're doing good though. Look, they're in great shape. Especially it's hard to be worked with. See that thing's these two are gonna go to the sale bar. We didn't make it. So here they are. One was that steer that was sore-footed. This is the neighbor's first calf heifers and an old cow, it looks like. We did run another strand of barb. It's kind of hard to keep this fence. It's in a marsh, so it falls over real quick. Let's see if we can't get them in though. Here's the gates. Let's see if they won't go there. They did it. Success. So we just, this week, rebuilt this part. We'll probably rebuild this fence soon. We've always leased this, just brought it, so now we can kind of build some fence. But what we'll do is we're gonna have to, we put this up. No, I'm not gonna do this on the whole thing. This is just in case you need to build a, you know, good little fence. So no clue why this water trough's here. Okay, got those back. Geez, you guys will think that all I deal with is deal with calves that are out, cows that are out. So in the early fall, we grazed this. I don't know if you remember, we actually grazed this with our purebred cows, and look how much came back. A lot of it did. Some of it's stuff they didn't get, but look how much green came back. This stuff. So if you don't think rotational grazing, I didn't do it every day, but I think the more you move them, the better. But this really is cool to me. We're getting double grazing out of this. Probably got double the yield just from rotational grazing for one time. So we're gonna do it more next year. But look at this. Where they hit good, really green. By the way, loving the bell bed. Hey, we're here at my buddy's feed yard where our bulls are getting fed. So let's take them out. It's kind of muddy because of this snowstorm. Let's get in here, or manure-y. Let's get in here. Looks like they scraped krails the other days, but let's get in here. So let me show you. This is kind of what they're getting fed. This is why they're getting fed here instead of my places, because they can kind of mix the ration. I don't have a feed wagon. I'd like one day. We don't have one. So let's look at our bulls. That's a really nice bull. So that's a son of McConnell Altitude at a 1043. Look at him. He's a stud. These are going to be on high forage diet. You know, we're not pushing tons of grain. But these bulls look really good this year. So I've been kind of, what you're trying to look for is just masculinity at this point in these ages. So I really like that 1043 bull. I'm going to show you my favorites. Lots of them are good though. Like this is a really nice set of bulls. Then there's my very favorite. So he's 1048. If you remember, 1048 is who we kept last year. It was out of our Confidence Plus bull. This is out of Rockmount, Stevenson Rockmount. It's kind of an older bull. And then here is a big old growthy bull. If someone wants something like that. But anyways, they're looking good. So just kind of look them over. I've been coming and walking them so they get used to people. So when people come look at them, they're not all wound up. But I really like this set of bulls. So that's a really young bull. Look there, that's that. Hey, look how nice that bull is. There's that one I really like. Those two are my favorites. But teach this one though, this 972. It's like gonna be a Cavanese bull. He's a Cavanese one. But they're all pretty Cavanese, but those are my two favorites by far. So anyways, the bull's looking really good. They'll come in here and clean the pen up once this storm gets through. So they look really nice this year. I think this year is way better than last year's set of bulls. So they won't even be a year old. So in about 2 weeks, we'll probably test them. Not all of them will probably make it. We'll semen test them, pap test them. I'll go over pap testing when we do that, but we'll semen test them, pap test them, do all that kind of stuff in a couple weeks. So there's that hoss of a bull. I like him. The cool thing is these will also be really good range bulls. You know, they're not just feedlot kind of bulls. They look really good. Now, like I said, that one's going to be the youngest bull by quite a ways, but he's still looking good. So we'll go from there. It's look good though. But I'm coming out here every day so they can get used to me standing here, and they'll get all wound up. That's what bulls do. But that's my favorite one right there. That's a good bull too. 958. They look good. Let's get loaded back up in the pickup. Okay, now what we got to do is we're going to drive back to the river pasture. That's kind of our home base. And just get into that cow and see if that calf sucked. The calf was acting like it had. If it wasn't a heifer, I wouldn't really worry. But like I said, it was born. It was real cold that night. And we had to drench it, milk the cow out and drench it. So it's kind of been a not very great first calf to deal with. But if you're wondering why we're calving right now, these cows, in all honesty, shouldn't be calving right now. And I don't think I could justify it in 100 ways. It's not the right time of year to calve. But here's why we do, especially on these purebreds, is we need our bulls to be at least a year old or about a year old when we sell them. And most people here start breeding early, like, you know, within a month or two, you know, 2 months, 3 months. So we want our bulls to be a year old. Otherwise, we'd have to keep them till they're 2 or a year and a half, and we can't calve on the mountain because we'd need to get weights, all that kind of stuff, and verify who they're bred to. So that's kind of why we do it. We're gonna, you know, like I said, we pushed back our commercial herd a little bit, but that's why we calve right now on these purebred cows. Get these bulls, these seed stock cows, to get these bulls have a little age on them when they sell them, so they'll do a good job for people. Okay, so looking at this cow to see if this calf has sucked. What you look for, it's going to be really hard to see on one of these, but you can see her teat is really shiny. So that's one indicator. It's not always a great indicator if you've milked her out, but look there. So that's one sign I think she's sucked. Just looking at her bag here. I don't know. Still got a pretty full bag. Let's feel this calf's mouth. Okay, let's get this. I don't know. If I compare the one to the others, I think she's pretty well. You can tell she calved. She's got some. I don't want to get kicked here. Let's on a piece of garbage. Let's get this calf up. See what's. Okay, that's telling me that she's probably sucked. Good. That's a big deal. This poor little calf had a rough beginning to life. You could see he was born right in the mud. Not a good place for a first calfer to calf. Come on, I'd like to see you. Nurse, sister? Oh yeah, there you go. Here, I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. Best thing is usually just to leave them alone. This one's one that you kind of got to get involved with a little bit. The hay looks like, that's good. It's good hay. Started snowing a little bit. I'm gonna go home and have me some lunch while it snows. Lunch, breakfast, whatever you call it. Eggs and sausage. But you can see it's snowing a little bit. Well, folks, I told you I was gonna go and have some brunch or lunch. I guess it was lunch because by the time I got back it was noon. I also did something else. I had a nap and it was amazing. But anyways, nap was great. Snow's melted now, got warmer. But we're gonna go pick up my dad. He's done with my cousin's wrestling match, chiz, or whatever you would like to call them. And now we are going to go feed cows for the day. So I'm gonna go pick up my dad. Okay, got the cows fed. Parents of them are getting real close. Like I said, their due date's in another 10 days. They're could calve any day now, a bunch of them. Like her. Good. You can't see, but all questions of that calf nursing are gone. I can see it nursing right now. So, ready to do the next step on these purebreds. I gotta get my scale out. This is the first time of the year. We'll get it out, get it on the truck, get these calves, this calf weighed. Okay, here's a scale. You just put it in the hitch there of your truck. Look, this is in the corral. You can just drive this out in your pasture. And you set the calf on here. While she's on here, you can work her. So, works pretty slick. We'll get the side-by-side down here now. We're going to start calving. But I'm just so happy to see that calf nursing. Okay, so my dad just fed these bells. I'm going to sneak around. They'll be upset. I just really like to come in these heifers and see what we got coming. You remember the heifer with a really bad leg? That's her. She's making some big improvements. You're not far off. You're not. 311 here is probably going to be next. Oh, she's get a little bag. All of them are just about going to be real close. Probably in a month we'll get a bunch of them. They're doing good though. So I'll show you that calf's father. So if you remember a couple videos ago, the bull that was out, it's this one here, Old Safe Deposit. He's going to be the father to these heifers calves. Ooh, he didn't like it. I really like him though. Very good bull. Wish I could show you his feet. Next, I'll get his feet on camera one time to show you a good example of feet. So this is how we just feed these small squares. A little extra work, but it works. £60. So left ear's heifer, right?
Yeah.
£60 heifer. So the signifying name, you know how we put CP and stuff on the other ones? I put SD for safe deposit, okay? Heck, that was a good deal. It's a good day. The calf just gonna live up by its mother now, doing good. So anyways, chores are done. This time of year, chores are pretty simple. Keep the cows fed, check the cows that are on corn stalks, and make sure nothing's calved. But I think we're gonna call it there. So thanks for watching the Rip Ranch.